And last but not least, I wanted to point out a very short article which was posted in today's New York Times in the op-ed section by Carolyn Randall Williams, who is a poet, with the title "You Want a Confederate Monument? My Body is a Confederate Monument." So, this connects to the whole demonumentalization uh, process or protest and process which has been going on over the last several months, right, and indeed over the last several years, right, but in a very um, intense manner over the last several months. So this looks at the idea of again, in a very personal way. She's not a historian. She's not reflecting. She's not philosophizing on the idea of history, but she's um, using this moment to sort of, really get us to think about the nature of history and what we're doing with things like monuments and statues in the first place, right? So, um, what she's really good at doing, I think, in this is she's sort of sort of putting historical consciousness or historical culture on trial, and she's saying, what do we do? What does history do? History comes up with dates. History comes up with uh, museums. History, delivers statues, right? And these are supposed to be better ways of negotiating and processing our past, right? And there's something missing with it, with that whole attitude, and um, so she tries to get us to think of, how can we sort of understand history in a more uh, living way, I guess. And so again, very short piece, very poetic piece, very evocative piece. She's not making a critical argument, but nonetheless, I think it sort of brings in a very quick way, what's going on in our contemporary world, and brings it into the conversation that we're trying to have, which is problematizing the idea of historical consciousness. Okay, that's it. We'll see you on the other side, which would be seminar 1.1.